Welcome to another episode of Africans Talking Sports. We've got some feedback over here where I'm back for another week. I was off last week due to some
Oh,
unforeseen off. I got permission from the bosses to take the day off. But I'm back. The guys held it down last week. We got some really good discussions to happen from the Premier League. We will Drinco will look at the European leagues this week, and then we'll look forward to the Champions League. But before we get into that, let's welcome everybody. Al, Drinco, Ty, welcome back to the show. How you guys doing?
Doing
well,
good.
good. We're good. We're
I'm
good.
doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Everybody
All
doing
right.
good this week.
Mr. Prediction on point. I'll be doing all right.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
So
God.
Now,
we'll, we'll continue.
now you on that too?
Man, got one game correct now. Okay, yeah.
You the one
You got
started
two.
it.
You got
What?
two correct. You got
I
two
have
correct.
multiple correct this weekend.
Two. Wait, multiple. I gotta say I have more than
Gotta
two.
juice the thing else more.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I'll
Go
just
ahead,
stop.
Jerry. Don't mind
So
it, man.
we're going to take off from where we left. We're gonna continue from where we left off with the new format, with the show. Put some games forward and discuss them as a group instead of doing the reviews that we used to do. First game of the weekend, of the last week in the Premier League, we're going to talk about is Leicester City versus Arsenal. Arsenal away to Leicester. Um, yeah, guys, let's get it. Let's get the ball rolling. A bit of a surprising result, continue where Arsenal is and where Leicester is on the table.
It wasn't surprising for me. I mean, Leicester been playing well, but Leicester been having a lot of injuries too lately. A lot of the key players been going out. Indeed, he came back, and then Madison went out, and then what's the guy name? Fofana got hurt. Justin got hurt.
Yeah.
Two of the key defenders got hurt, and then in that game, Barnes got hurt too, and his thing looked like it's a ligament injury, so he'll probably be out for a little bit. But when I saw the teams, I said, hey, Arsenal got a chance in this game. Arsenal play well. They play well, even though the first goal they give up, I don't know what was happening there. Zaka basically escorted the man, like, yeah, come. I would take you to go score. He escorted the man, Pablo Mari, kept scooting back. He gave me that flashback of Gary Cahill, man. Kept scooting back.
He was trying to get to guard Jimmy Vardy. So I can understand a little bit what he was doing. But he was pushing back.
But why was
But
he
at a certain point, he should attack the ball.
Yeah, why was he? The man's in the 18-yard box. Why you still guarding Jimmy Vardy at that point?
But
Step up.
before the man got to the 18-yard box, the entire Arsenal defense was moving backwards.
That's what I'm saying. Moving back when he was retreating.
Defense was moving backwards. They were retreating.
Yeah,
so
and like you're saying,
the man saw the space and he just took advantage of it.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, Ty, first of all, like you say, Shaka, yeah, he did escort the guy because what you lose the ball first. Why in the world are you running and looking behind you and looking at who you looking at? Your focus should be the guy with the ball who's right in front of you. You should run and try to catch him or at least close enough and prevent him from taking the shot. And when for some reason they got a guy in the box, no defender tried to even
they scooted back. Pablo Mari and David Luiz, they kept scooting back. I don't know that Vardy run took both of them off. And then El Neni was also in the midfield.
Yeah,
But he was guarding space. Instead of him closing the man down, he was guarding space. He had an angle. He had an angle to cut off to cut off Tielemans, but he basically was guarding space. So and it was a bad goal to give up.
But Arsenal reacted good. You know, they didn't sit back. They didn't let the guards down. They kept playing and they came up with the equalizer. About the no penalty call though, I think that was a good call.
Outside the
foul
box.
it wouldn't have been
since the foul was on Ndidi, I think it was a good call that it was outside the box.
Yeah, it was outside the box.
Yeah, and Ndidi handball the one that was actually called for a penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, but his hand was outside the box. His arm was outside the box. But his leg, what was his leg? Was his leg on the line?
His arm was in the box. His arm was in the box. His arm and his leg was in the box.
His leg in the box is the question.
His arm
No,
was
I
in
don't
the
think
box.
his leg wasn't in the box, but his
one leg was
arm.
in the box, one was not in
Yeah.
the box.
But
So
his
like
the
half
arm
and
that
half.
touched the ball was in the box.
Drinko,
Yeah.
the ball had crossed the 18-yard line already before it struck his hand.
No, the ball struck his hand was outside the box.
No
No,
way.
We can't.
You
We don't
gotta
have.
go back and look at it. Go back and look at it.
Unfortunately, we
looked at
don't. VAR look at it already.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but I mean, you should
Don't
go back and look
even
at it
start.
because
Don't even
I
start.
don't know
with
where
VAR
Drinko
yet.
coming from with it. How can a man be standing on the 18-yard line
and that's
and leave
I
his
have a
hand in
question.
towards the
It's a
goal way,
question.
and then you see the man hand we
it's a
started
question.
outside the box?
He's standing. No, if you look at it, rather he on the edge of the box.
I
He's
don't
on
know
the
if we
edge
want
of
to
the
get
box.
bogged down to the detail if it was in the box or outside the box, but you can tell our goal away 7 days later.
No,
It was a penalty.
I'm not
penalty.
trying to think it. I'm not trying to think it both away. I just
trying to do a retroactive VAR.
Yeah.
I just try to
Yeah.
say that, if the ball struck the hand outside the box and the leg is inside the box, what is it?
The first goal from the penalty routine, not a penalty, but a free kick routine, before you even get to the penalty, the first goal, that was the second goal. The first goal was from David Luiz. The routine was one of the first times saying Arsenal actually what a routine that came off.
Yeah, but something got to work. Something got to work when you try it.
Once in a while.
It was a good header, though. He kept his head down and low. It was a good header.
Really, really good. Who kicked the free kick for the header?
William.
Oh yeah,
William had two assists. William had 2 assists that game. 2
assists. You better start giving the man his credits.
You're talking about Chelsea, so you're trash. 2 assists and David Luiz scored your opening goal.
No, David Luiz has been decent this season. I can't take anything away from him.
I think overall Arsenal look very composed, comfortable, and they stay on the positive side of the game.
But when I saw the team,
that was one of the game where I think almost everybody played. There's like you really couldn't fought, beside the first goal, you really couldn't fought anybody else in that team. Over the critical anybody in that team on the day. I think everybody really stepped up for some reason.
Yeah, so, he I think because he made the right substitutions. His rotation was good. He rotated like 5 or 6 players. So you have fresh legs, and maybe William finally something will work for him. But his been coming slowly.
I started again.
No, he's been getting slowly over the last two weeks. He hasn't been great, but slowly we started seeing him running and change of pace a little bit. So it was encouraging to see. No, I'm just if the man is rubbish, you say he wrote on the day.
No.
But y'all know something though in that game again. We stayed with him for some do over here to give Pepe his apology. Pepe was very influential, hands in almost all the goals. But
it was good.
But there's something in that game. Do y'all notice that Pepe played on the right in that game and he played good? And know the difference that I noticed about that playing on the right and performing? The fullback that was behind him. Yeah, think about it. Cedric normally plays when he plays on the left. Cedric normally plays behind him, and he performs. So it tells me. I hope Arteta figured that out. That's why he shifted both of them, on that side of the pitch to play together. I hope.
Cedric's a left back. I thought he was a right back.
He's a right back, but he's been playing on the left to cover of what's the kid name?
Tierney,
when he's out, and then Bellerin plays in
he plays both ways.
Okay.
But he's more suitable on the right than the left. He's much more, what it called. But yeah, I think that's something. I don't know whether Arteta already recognized that. I'm assuming he has, but I think that's something he has to really look into, especially with the rumors of Bellerin going. I hope they find a good right back.
But the Saka didn't start that game, bro.
He didn't play.
Okay, Saka didn't play, so that's why people were on the right hand side. But I think if Saka was going to play, he was not going to get that position because that's where Saka played, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He won't get over Saka. Saka ain't well formed than him, and Saka.
Saka. Yeah.
So you won't even get that.
Yeah, you'll not get that position.
So 3-1.
They play well.
The Gunners. Yeah, play good football for
let's play in some trouble though. They're free falling a little bit.
They same thing last year though. Remember? Because the squad is small.
Yeah.
And Barnes is going to be out for 6 weeks.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a while. I saw it. I was like, it's a ligament injury. It's a ligament injury.
Johnny
Evans, Madison. Good on the day too, though.
Who?
Fofana.
Yeah.
Who?
Odegaard.
Oh yeah. He made that third goal. He get the decisive pass that went to
So,
William.
so
If you ain't got money,
And
if you ain't
Williams
got
after
money,
the
we'll
better
sell
goalie.
him to you.
Yeah, right. You say you don't want to sell it, man.
No, man.
Hey, no, I'm messing
One
with
minute
him,
to the man
man.
coming back the next minute he was
No, we can't sell that man. That boy is good. I'm telling you,
Okay.
that boy is
All
good.
right.
Well, all right. Well, so let's go to the next game. I know there were a lot of games over the last 10 days, but we'll jump straight to the Manchester City versus Wolves game. Let's what did you guys think? For a long time, that game was like it was going to draw up to the 79 minutes, and then bam, everything turned upside down. And what's his name? Donka?
Then Donka.
He
He had a
eventful
bad
day.
day in the office.
Man, City is on fire, man. City is unbeaten in 21 games, and they don't even have a draw. That's
They on
impressive.
form. I mean,
They
And
got 21 wins straight in a row.
21
in the Premier
wins
League. Yeah,
in the
I
Premier
thought
League.
I thought it was
21.
20. I thought it was 21 undefeated, being undefeated.
No,
I didn't know.
21 wins,
wins,
no
wins.
draws.
They beat Arsenal record. They beat I don't know whoever else had. It was Arsenal who had the last one. The last one was 14 or something like that. And they already had 21.
Chelsea had a good one too.
Straight wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wolves were resilient in that game. They were very resilient, but they came out to sit it. So
Wolves played well, and the goalie was on his
good.
head, man. The dude
Yeah.
was good on that day. He helped them a lot to keep that game that close until like the 78th minute, and
Yeah.
then City basically exploded. But in the first
Well,
half, that pass from Rodri to Mahrez,
Yeah.
man,
That was.
I think they just used the eyes on the defense because the defender fell asleep. He basically like fell asleep. Mahrez cut behind him. Played perfectly well across for them to score that goal. But I was like, and that was then Donker first.
but
That was the first own
the
goal
first
of the
thing they
day.
got a day.
The first own
Mahrez-
goal of the day.
14 minutes.
Mahrez was the best player in that game.
So Mahrez ball.
He
It
played
was
well.
really good.
Yeah, he
And-
balled in that game.
And it was good. It was good he scored because he been playing and playing and playing. He ain't been scoring that much lately as compared to Gunjugan and Foden and other guys. So he played well.
No,
That dude
I
left.
thought
So
City dominated that game, though. I mean, I know
So,
we'll held on, but I thought City dominated. What
No,
you
they
guys
didn't.
think about
They-
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
quarter?
They
So,
dominated. They had
yeah.
waves. Wolves just defending. That's
Wolves
what
were resilient, but
well.
City
Yeah.
dominated. Yeah.
What you guys think about the Laporta goal that was called off?
That's what I was about to say. I'm the conspiracy guy on this panel, man.
Every game now you got a couple of those.
Yeah, but it was
no,
it's too.
we had
How can you call that an offside?
we had at least three this gone week. We had the Laporte one, we had the Chelsea one, and there was another one from another game.
The
We
Chelsea
had-
one offside though.
We had that was no offside.
No, it was
Uh,
not.
I don't
was
think the
offside.
Laporte. I don't think the Laporte
wasn't
one was
offside,
offside
bro.
either.
The
I
Laporte
don't
one, I
think
don't think
the
was
Laporte was
offside.
offside. I think it was a good goal.
I think we should just go back to you know what I felt way better when the linesmen were calling the offside, and for the
Yeah.
most part they were correct.
They were correct. Take
The
VAR out of there, yo.
the only time I used to have a problem with football was when the ball used to cross the line and it wasn't a goal. Like the goal line technology thing, that was a perfect thing they
That's
introduced.
good. That's good.
but this
Everything else, go back to regular eye, man. Leave VAR alone.
yeah,
Leave
You
VAR
know, I
alone.
was thinking.
it's trash.
I looked at the one from the Chelsea game and the City game. I was saying that I think, you know what?
Same thing.
We need this whole flat line drawing thing. I don't believe in it anymore. I just think because
And go ahead.
I think
Well,
what we need now, and I think it's very possible in this day and age with all the technologies that's available, we need a 3D. We need it to be in 3D and they do like one of those colorful lines that can drip from the top to the bottom. And if the person,
It'll
You're
be
making
kinda
it
bringing the
worse,
same
Al.
lines. Yeah,
You're making it worse.
what I'm saying
You're
is
making it
because
more
think about it.
complicated.
If you have a flat picture and you draw a line, just because a guy hand is like this, doesn't necessarily mean his hand is equal with the last defender. It is. I don't know. It just
the angles
I
and
think-
where they draw the lines from are never consistent. They
I'm
don't have any
passionate-
consistent point of drawing the line.
And it
That-
depends
that's the thing.
where the camera is shooting.
Yeah, that's
from.
the thing.
I'm passionate about this VAR thing, and I think maybe they're looking at some numbers that we're not seeing. Maybe somewhere in the VAR room, they're looking at some millimeter or something that we're not seeing, some kind of numbers to tell them that okay,
Where
yeah,
where are
he's
you
marginally
measuring? Where are you
offside or
measuring
something.
from
Yeah,
though?
where
Where are
you
you
Exactly.
measuring from?
from? Because
Exactly.
you tell the guy standing like an inch or even a foot away, or 2 inches away from a guy, his hand is not like way like this. The guy hand can be like this, and you telling me that hand is over 3-4 inches
That's
past the
why.
defender
That's
last leg?
why. That's why. That's why we're still waiting for that Arsene Wenger rule to go in. That rule that said if the person cannot score that part of their body, it's not considered offside.
Yeah, but that used to be
Simple
the
as that.
case. Remember, I've been saying that
Yes,
here for the
yes.
last
And they
few
went and
weeks.
changed it. They went
Yeah,
and
they
changed
went
it.
change it. I don't understand what it's doing. And you know what though?
Crazy.
Long time ago, two people made a statement that VAR was going to spoil football, and I was like, I get it from George Weah was one, and Sepp Blatter with two of them. Long time ago, I read
It
both of
should
them.
it should be 3 because I said that from the World Cup.
I'm about to say what?
V-
I'm about to say what you're doing over there, George. Yeah,
VAR is not
Aldrin
ruining
said it all the
football. I
time.
disagree. I disagree. VAR is not ruining football. This stuff is working perfectly. No, it's not. It's
It's not
the
working
English people.
perfectly.
No, it's not working
It
perfecttly.
working
not working perfectly.
it working better in other countries.
It's
It's not
working
working.
better. Yeah, but
It's not
it's not
perfect.
perfect.
They're still
It's
making
not
the same
perfect.
mistakes.
It's a lot of
Just in the
mistakes
Champions
going on.
League, they made some mistakes. Just in the
It-
Champions League. So
It takes
They
the
think-
momentum off of the game. It slows it down, and it doesn't make us feel any better about the decisions. It's
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah, and you let players go on, and then you come back again.
I
and
hate
say,
that.
Oh,
I hate
we
that.
got to review that.
I hate that. I hate
You
that.
know,
When,
look
when
at
other
that
players
lead.
go,
Look at
You know
that
what?
Lee Mason,
we
that Lee
getting
Mason
into
era.
we didn't even talk about the City versus Wolves game
Yeah, I'm
anymore.
telling you.
We
Look
went
at the
into
Lee Mason
VAR.
era.
yeah, sometimes it happens like because a VR decision came in the City game. That's the game we're
Yeah.
talking about.
It's kind of
We're both that
Yeah.
we're both the goals. Even the last goal that Jesus scored.
Yeah, they had to take a look. That took like wow,
And
another
that-
2
that was
minutes.
the-
That was the third
Yeah.
one I was going to talk about, and he was onside.
Yeah, and they were measuring that line again versus his hand versus defender heels. I'm like, the heel can play the ball, the hand cannot play the ball.
Exactly.
And-
And in the team of one, what they expected him to do? Tip his
No,
hand to
you
his
should
body
put
and
him
try to
behind
run.
before he run.
Yeah.
And that's the thing,
But
like-
even Kabak or what's the guy named Kabak? The other
Yeah,
kid that just
the
bought
one from
Kabak.
Germany.
Yeah, Kabak. He was
Habak, is it name Kabak or Habak?
Kabak,
They
Kabak.
begin
It's a kid, though.
Oh,
I don't know how you pronounce it.
It's a long name. You
Kabak.
can just call it short. It's a
he
Kabak
was
or something.
keeping Timo onside. His whole body was keeping Timo onside, and they went and measured Timo hand. That was a foul.
But here we are, instead of talking about the actual goals in our Wolves versus City game, which of the goals were the best, we're here talking about VAR. That's how you know it's it's rubbish, man.
The best goal was the Maris goal.
Maris
I
goal.
think.
Yeah, the best goal was Maris goal.
Yeah, the Maris goal was the best goal.
Well, the best goal was no, that was the first. That was the second goal, right?
No, was it a pass?
Maris goal?
Why
was
would it-
Maris goal. The second
that
goal was
was the
Jesus.
first.
Jesus goal was a rebound.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he hit it with his left foot.
Yeah,
That's the
Maris
one that
goal,
he
the one
had
he
to
hit
come-
it in the right corner.
Maris
low.
goal was the one the defender the kid went and tried to dribble on the edge of his box.
Yeah, the
And he
black
got
kid.
dispossessed. Yeah, he got dispossessed, and they played the ball to Sterling. Sterling got it tangled between his legs.
Maris goal was a
Go for
third.
Maris, yeah, and Maris just wrapped it.
Under his huge first goal, the second goal for City, I mean, he did good to adjust his body because that ball was behind him. He had to adjust his body and swing around with his left foot.
And he took it with his left. That's not even his
Yeah.
dominant. That's not even his dominant foot. So to get that kind of power,
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
let's throw a little bit of stats in there. You know, City have scored
Okay.
55 goals in 21 games, man. You got to give it to them,
Oh.
and they only have conceded 8 goals.
Yeah,
Impressive.
they're
those
on
guys.
fire.
I mean,
Well,
I would like to say that they have $1 billion to work with, but they are. I mean, at the beginning of the season, they were playing so badly for the first 4-5 weeks.
people say
I
Ruben
mean-
Diaz, and John Stones settled the
Yeah.
defense down.
Yeah, they look good. I mean,
And then Laporte came back too. So now they got
And
a
neither Ake can smell the
a
feet.
plethora of defenders.
I
They-
even forgot he was there until
I
one of you
know.
mentioned in the chat room the
Yeah,
other
me
day.
too,
I
yeah.
totally forgot about him.
Man, sometimes I mean I don't know. I get
This
the
is the way you
prestige,
have
but
to make-
I can't be going to teams that got like that I will buy that constantly buying. That constantly buying. I can't
and
go
when-
to that kind of team.
When he got there, Otamendi was still there.
Yeah, Otamendi was there.
But
Johnston
this,
was still there. They had Laporte,
Yeah.
and then brought him in. He knew they were going to buy somebody else.
Is he
And then
fit
they
though?
brought Ruben Diaz.
What do you mean? Is he
he fit.
fit?
He
He
is fit.
fit.
I mean,
He
I
hasn't been
forgot.
able to play.
I actually forgot he was on that team, and that means I haven't seen him for like 18 months. So I thought, well, maybe something happened to him. I totally forgot about him.
But this is the thing where, as a young player, before you sign for a team, you have to think about your own development first, because you don't go as a young player.
That
You don't.
money,
Yeah,
they're
but
giving
then
you
I guess
hundred
the
and
thing
eighty
could be better.
thousand pounds a week, and you on 50
They ain't
pounds a
paying. They
week.
ain't paying no young player 180,000 pounds a
I'm
week.
just giving.
Shit.
I'm just giving an example.
I mean,
But, but Pep,
I'd rather play and improve myself than, I'm sure, somebody would pay him low decent wages to live on. But anyway,
man,
the issue is
Pep
on.
knew what he had, man. Pep knew what he had. He didn't want to buy the ball. He should not have bought the ball and go sit here on the bench.
They ain't bought him. And
The
the
dude is
people
a
are buying.
decent
People are
player.
buying Shining Toy. He's good. He
He-
was in relegation Bournemouth, and the King got him from there. They
Yeah,
were
for
talking about
what?
him coming. They were talking about him coming back to Chelsea, but they were just like, nah, we want a taller defender.
Yeah, he. So they bought him. They bought Diaz, and they bought Cancelo, and they bought somebody else. They bought like 4 or 5 defenders since they paid for him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
And
Juventus got finessed on that one
he
because
know he's not
they
going.
they sent Danilo there for Cancelo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but and he know he's not going to play ahead of no Spanish defender on Pep team. So he should have. He and agent should have known better.
But Johnston was getting
Well, but
playing time in there.
No,
He getting
yeah,
playing
but
time in
he
there.
played.
But
Yeah,
on
but
the
I'm
other
a Spanish
side,
defender they got
though,
already.
the Mel was on a relegation team. So if you're on a
Yeah.
relegation team and City coming for you, what are you gonna do?
Come back to the EPL, you would come. And you thought you had a
Yeah.
chance. You thought you gotta believe in
I'm sure
yourself and
other
try.
teams would have won him. I mean,
They
I'm
wanted
sure
him,
the other teams would
but
have bought him.
they ain't had the money. So they came with like 50 mil or
I don't
something
know
for
about
something.
that.
Yeah, City paid
Yeah, they
50
paid
for him.
15. They paid,
Yeah,
I think it was
they
like
paid
40
50.
something,
Yeah, they came with 50 mil. So what are you gonna
Man,
do?
nobody not going to pay 50 mil for him.
Exactly.
No, I mean he's a pretty good defender, but
Not
that's a
50
little
mil,
bit
bro.
high. No, not 50 mil. But is he? Where is he from? Holland or?
I think
Yes, he's from
Holland, right?
Holland.
All right. Well, game of the week of the round. Liverpool at home to Chelsea. Since your boy took over, you guys have looked good, man. I mean, he hasn't lost a game yet. Play well. Is his 6th or 7th game now?
10.
I mean, in the Premier League.
7 or so.
Yeah, he's won like he was June 2 and won the rest.
Yeah, man. The
Looking good. I
ties.
mean, and they've been really solid defensively. I mean, I have to say, I've been impressed.
Has
with
that
his-
changed in the system? That's what helping
Even
helping
Rudy, I don't
players.
hear you complaining about Rudiger no more.
I mean, I'm not gonna waste my breath. He played well the last 2 games, so but he was still doing stuff, being out of position and rushing to
He
go
played
crazy.
he played like an African number 5. Bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm whipping everything that came his way. He was not looking
Like
for
doing
nobody.
bicycle kicks and all kind of flying kicks, and then he went and caught a cramp. I was like, dude, all the stuff you're doing, you're over here catching a cramp. But yeah, Tuchel having the team playing defensively sound. Some of his picks been coming up pretty aces. But some of his picks when he draws a lineup, I look at it like, that's not gonna work. This is not gonna work. And then they come out and play well. I didn't think Kante and Georgie was gonna play that well yesterday. Jorginho didn't play well, but he still held his own for the most part because he was playing against with Nadam, what's the guy's name? Thiago. You're playing against them, so he held his own for a while. But anytime I'm playing Kante, I won't drop Kovacic. Just for Kovacic to advance the ball and Kante to do the destroying. That's how I will play them. If I'm playing a smaller team that's going to just camp in the box, then I'll play Jorginho because nobody pressing the midfield and do any of that. But yeah, to go man management. I mean, yeah, we winced a couple of his subs, like when he was subbing cutting the door off and stuff like that in the first half, or when he subbed him off in the second half for like 30 minutes. It was kind of a big deal, but he went and talked to him. What was happening to him, how he wanted to change the defense to get a result and all that stuff. So he been giving Reece James and Hudson Odoi that time to flip-flop in between. He managing everybody so far. I don't know what's going on with Pulisic. I don't Havertz, but I know Havertz is just coming back from injury. He trying to work his up. I'm not going with Pulisic.
The Havertz just coming back from injury, been going on now for like 8 weeks.
No, Havertz got hurt again. Remember Havertz and Zuma got hurt? Yeah, Havertz and Zuma got
when
like before it was before the Southampton game. Havertz and Zuma got hurt in training.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
So yeah, Havertz hurt, Zuma hurt, and Tammy Abraham's hurt. But yeah, the game went well. Chelsea was letting Liverpool have some possession and then counter pressing them. Liverpool, I don't know for the life of me why they still playing that high line with all those injuries to the defense.
Yeah, they
But I
even
guess
know one
I
way how to
guess that's
play.
just the system that drill into them because you can have Fabinho with no speed back there, Kabak who is not really
Yeah,
great,
you
playing
saw
against a team. Yeah,
the way
playing against a team, playing
Mount
against
Mount and
Timo.
Timo
Yeah,
just
and
Mount ran
bulldozing
him
And
past
Mount is
over.
not
him.
even that fast. So
And he
imagine.
just came from injury. Fabinho was also
Yeah,
injured recently, so I
yeah.
was surprised the way he just basically spit past him. And
Playing against that team, you can't play that. That's why Timo kept getting behind him. Like Timo got behind him at least. I counted at least 12 times that game, but George, don't have a long pass. He'll pass a short one. I mean, he passed a good one for the Werner goal that he canceled, but doesn't pass long passes. We can depend on content for a whole lot of long passes. He shut me up. He passed a good pass for Miles goal, but Timo was making those runs all day yesterday. They were there all day because Liverpool kept playing that high line. I don't know why they were doing that. They were having possessions, but something's missing from Liverpool in the final third.
but I don't know if you're gonna play the high line, then you must have people that are really good on holding your in your midfield, holding the
Yeah,
ball.
midfield.
Yeah, and Drinco, I know you saw the game in its entirety. What happened with when Adam they keep playing that Jones kid with Thiago Alcantara again?
Uh, they don't have the midfield. They don't
They
have
don't
the
have
midfield.
anything else.
They don't
They
have
got
the
Milner.
defenders. They don't have
They got
anything
James
else.
Milner on the bench. Everybody
Fabinho
hurt.
is
Henderson hurt.
exactly.
But
Fabinho is a midfielder.
can he change
Fabinho
the
is a,
formation?
no. Fabinho is a midfielder, right? He
Yeah.
had to play in defense. You can't blame him for that because he will always get one of his veteran players to play in defense because everybody that he has available are either the new kids or the kids from the academy. Kevin Phillips and Williams, and they're not going to hold that defense. So you can't blame him for playing Fabinho back there. In the
Your boy
midfield, they
Reese.
don't have nobody. Everybody's hurt.
But isn't a good coach supposed to adapt? I mean, if you're playing 4-3-3 and everybody know how you play, and you don't have the players to play that when Thomas Tuchel came in,
Yeah,
Chelsea was leaking goals. What the first thing he did? He went three at the back, right?
you should adapt though. But some people
Three
got the
center backs. So why
so
doesn't he do that? Play
He
three
he
center. You
just
can't. The
But
Bears
you, you,
lost
don't, you don't even
five.
have you don't even have two center backs, so he will find three from the do it.
Liverpool.
exactly.
Liverpool's never. He's playing people there right now. Put some
But
midfielders there or something. I mean,
Uh,
look, the
some
people
people
lost
got that.
five games back to back at home. They've never lost 5 games back to back at home in their whole history. In the Liverpool been around for more than 100 and something
yeah,
years.
but you know what I can say with that stuff though. Everybody can talk about Jose Mourinho third season. I think club got a third season too. Remember Dortmund when
No,
Dortmund
but
was
he's
got
been there more than 3 years now,
no no
man.
no no. But I was saying not 3 years. I was saying he got a fatigue. His team getting fatigue at a certain time. Remember Dortmund was flying
Yeah, for
all high
years.
colors, and
Yeah.
then the one year they were actually battling relegation. I think that's after that year he left and came to Liverpool where they were actually saying sorry to the fans, and that's what happened with Pool now. I told you at the beginning of the season, I'll keep saying this. I told you Pool will struggle this year because of
It's
fatigue.
it's not just fatigue, man. I
It's
mean,
fatigue. Fatigue leading
no,
to injuries.
I think the
Jared.
coach is. I mean, if when they were brilliant, we're giving him the props, right? He got a. I know most of his defenders are hurt, but for God's sake, flood the midfield. Take one of those instead of playing three people at the top. Put one extra person in the midfield. Thiago is not keeping the ball. That other kid, he's good.
Yeah,
He hasn't really
Thiago
worked.
slow.
That
He's slow
that
for the
yeah,
league.
he's slow for the Premier League. And the other kid, okay, he's decent, but he's not the caliber of player that you're gonna go play against. Well, who knows him? I mean, I've never heard of him before this season.
Curtis Jones. He from the academy. He been playing well though. He been playing well.
Exactly.
But I'll say this again. Liverpool is not playing that bad.
That's
They're
true.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
That's what I'm
not playing
saying.
that bad. They're not winning though. I agree with you.
They're
They're
not
not
playing
winning.
bad, but they're not.
They
They
lost
also
not
not.
playing
five
so
games
bad.
at home. They hadn't lost a game at home in like 3.5 years. They
Yeah,
lost 5 games straight at home.
Jerry,
They're also
the
not
losing
playing
team,
instinctively though. They're also not playing
yeah,
instinctively at all. When
as,
especially in the final third,
in the final
kind
third
of
is
goal
where
that
the
Liverpool
problem is.
missing,
Yeah,
and they kind of the way they can't convert now. You know, Liverpool used to slice through people and just
Yeah.
and just score for fun.
and,
Now they're
and
struggling to do that too.
Chelsea
On top
got
of the
that break in
defensive
that game.
walls.
Yeah, the miscue of balls, it just is a lot of different things is happening there. In the final tier, you have people tripping over balls that come in, it's like the composure for some reason is not there. I don't know if
Even
it's
the
just
final
now.
pass.
I want to go side with Ty on the fatigue thing. I think the fatigue thing is playing
I'm
a
telling
part.
you, it's fatigue. They're
And
not playing. They're not playing instinctively.
yeah.
They're tired. They're thinking a lot on the ball. When
Mhm.
they're not playing according to feel in that final third. Liverpool was like flowing, free flowing, liquid football.
And
Now
Well,
I
Liverpool,
think
now
it comes
Liverpool is
down
and I think
also
methodical.
for
though.
such
They're
a
methodical.
and,
They're passing back there now.
for
and
such
then
a successful team, if you start to lose games,
Mhm.
certain panic starts to kind of set in, and some of these mistakes start to happen, and then the injury kind of compile on it. And then most of his signing this year or this season, if you want to put it, haven't really worked out in his system. That
yeah,
you buy a slow Thiago when your game is a high tempo, fast moving type of game. It's not gonna work.
And what's his
and
name? Naby Keita has never worked out for
he's
them.
hurt.
Yeah,
He's hurt.
But
And he's not a
even
he
bad
never
but
player.
he
even
never
when he
he
was
never
there,
did what they bought him for. They bought him
no, he
from
hasn't.
Leipzig
He
to
was
because
excellent
he
on
was a
that
big
team.
deal. Yeah, he was a big
Yeah,
deal in
he was a
Germany.
big player.
And it brought him. I myself was like, oh wow, this dude is good. But then he came in
Even the
in the
Champions
Premier
League,
League.
he used to be really good.
I think in Premier League it's just like
But a lot of things were
physical.
well on a lot of things were well on the Liverpool players. They don't have that cohesiveness. They don't have all the players that they used to playing with, in the first team. So all that kind of
Confidence.
Confidence,
stuff, yeah, mentally
Yeah,
and
it
confidence.
wears
Yeah,
up
the
on
yeah.
coach
you.
don't want to
Yeah,
change it.
yeah, and then everybody receiving the ball thinking, I got to do something. I got to do something. We're in a bad place, and then it just breaks down from there. But
Yeah,
but
man.
Chelsea got that break in that game because the counter handball was a handball. How the ref didn't blow that a penalty?
Because they blew for
Said
that
about it,
the
yes.
offside. And that's why I was like, why are you running the game? If you're just gonna call the correct play, you're not gonna be under pressure not to call the correct play on Conte because that was a stone cold penalty. Conte arms are extended,
Yeah.
and the boy hit his arms. The penalty they did not give, or the penalty they
The goal,
not penalty the
the
goal
goal. Yeah,
that they
yeah.
took away from Fulham.
I thought it was offside, but you guys may have
No, I'm,
seen
I'm,
different.
No,
I'm, I'm talking about
Frank,
I'm talking about the handball goal.
if
I'm
you
Oh,
talking about the
mention
okay.
the
handball goal.
if you
That,
mention the Laporte, the Jesus and the Timo offside call, Timo was more offside than the other two.
mm, dude, I'm telling you, I keep
I
telling
don't
you.
know though.
I show you when I'm more outside. I show you the picture. I was like, where the VR people joining the launch? I show you the other picture. I was like, look at the picture. Look at the angle of this picture. Does it look like Timo's offside? But they can draw the line on whatever slant they want to draw it from and measure from wherever they want to measure from. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
it's not
they
consistent.
ruin two calls. They ruin a goal, a clear on goal, and then they ruin the Conte handball. I don't know why they didn't call that, but they were under pressure because they know they took a goal off the board. They could have easily called that call. It's gonna be a different game, but Chelsea,
Maybe somebody in the referee association want VR to go away. So
yeah, they keep
What
messing up. Seriously, man.
what's his name? Christensen was superb in that game, and
Christensen,
and
Christensen, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
just wanted to touch on the midfield. You talked about this earlier on with the Conte and J5. Yeah, I would prefer Kovac in there, but I think if he's gonna play a midfield, I think Conte should always be in that midfield with either one of them.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, I would prefer Kovac over J5, but he
Who-
should please play
Who
Conte
is
and then play one
J5?
of them.
Jorginho?
Jorginho.
Jorginho. Okay, because
Yeah,
I'm like,
Jorginho, number
who the
5. Come on, man.
hell is
Because
Come
this?
on, man.
Kante was good. Kante was good in that
I
game.
mean,
Conte
we might
excellent,
know.
Conte excellent, but they want to preserve him because Conte been having a lot of niggling injuries over the last 2 years because when they
He
use him,
plays every game.
yeah, when they use him, he had a knee injury and we forced him in that Europa League final when we play Arsenal, and that's where his injury problem
Let's
just
not
started
go way
from.
back.
That's where
Let's
injury
keep
problem
let's keep
started from.
aiming.
but
Yeah,
y'all
but
know
just
one of my favorite moves in that game. Uh,
the
uh,
Mason Mount one
the
two.
bench up, Mason Mount combination in the
Yeah, like I
box.
said the Mason Mount bench show at 1-2.
Yeah, that was
Mason
my
Mount Mason Mount has been Chelsea best attacking player this year, man.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
been
really
Chelsea
good
best
kid.
attacking player because the new guys didn't really settle in and Mount like I think he took it personal in the Fire Frank. So the dude like he's elevated his game since then too. He was already good. He's already good, but he's playing on another level right now. I guess you want to prove to people that hey, I wasn't Frank Lampard's son, so
He's playing well, man.
I deserve to play. He's playing really well, man.
Well, that win takes Chelsea into fourth, and then we will let's
Take a break.
let's read some of the results first,
Okay.
and then the top four, and then we'll take a break. We'll come back, and then Drinko will do his the European review.
Drinko's data.
Yes, let's call him the stat man. uh, Man City on last weekend beat West Ham 2-1. West Brom beat Brighton 1-0. Leeds United lost to Villa 1-0. Newcastle and Wolves was 1-1. Palace and Fulham 0-0. Tottenham beat Burnley 4-0. United and Chelsea played one of the most boring.
Man U, not Chelsea.
Yes.
United and Chelsea.
Yeah,
sorry.
and you guys in Chelsea played to a 0-0.
I think man Liverpool. Yeah, man, that was hard.
And then
There's
Liverpool,
so many games, so
yeah, Liverpool beat Sheffield United away from home 2-0. Everton beat Southampton 1-0, and then Burnley and Leicester went to a 1-1 draw, and somehow Sheffield United beat Aston Villa 1-0 with a red card. And for the Premier League standings, City, as you know, 22 or whatever wins in a row. They are on 65 points. United at a distant 51 point. Leicester 50. Wow. Chelsea is right in there right now, 47 points. And we don't care about anybody below that. But let me look at the bottom three. The bottom three is Sheffield United, who I think is going down definitely. West Brom, they are at 19 with 17 points, and then Fulham with 23 points.
Well, Fulham they can push Newcastle though.
I don't think any other teams. I don't think any other team's going to survive.
Newcastle got a small chance.
Fulham have chance.
But Newcastle they're over the relegation zone.
How many points you need to survive the EPL? At least 30 what? 34?
It depends where with this COVID thing going on. The new Kepler result, I think it's around 34. It used to be back in the day, if you get 40, you save. But now I think you get 30 points or 35 points, you'll be good.
Drinko, just look at it this way. The number 11 team has 35 points. So think about it. There's a lot of 20s below there. So
I think if somebody wanted to say you had an agenda, you didn't go to the number 10 team because it's your team.
Yeah.
When you go in there. They always say, top 10. You can't put the top 10 with 11, man.
On that note, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll turn it over to Drinko. So after that wonderful ending, we will turn it over to our European correspondent with all the exciting stuff from the continent. Drinko?
Drinko's data. To the no.
I like how you look forward to this, man. So, folks, we're going to take a look at the other top 4 leagues in Europe. That would be Spain, Italy, France, and Germany. And we'll start off with the Spanish league. Atletico Madrid is on top with 58 points. They've been slipping recently. They drew 2, 1-2, and lost 1 of the last 5 games. But they do have a game in hand. Barcelona moves into second place with 53 points. Real Madrid is in third with 53 points also, but Barca has the goal difference on Madrid. Seville is fourth with 48 points. They too have a game in hand. The leading goal scorer in Spain is now Messi with 19 goals. He took over from Luis Suarez, who is still on 16 goals. Spain top 4 teams, match day 26 games. We have the Madrid derby on Sunday, 10:15 a.m. Atletico Madrid is playing Real Madrid. Barcelona goes over to Osasuna this weekend, and Seville is at Elche. And that's rounding up for Spain. In Italy, we're seeing a little bit of shift in Italy also. Inter Milan have taken over the top spot in Italy with 59 points. They have won the last 5 league games. AC Milan have dropped to the second place with 53 points. Juve is third with 49 points, but Juve have a game in hand. Atalanta sits in fourth with 49 points, but Juve have the goal difference over Atalanta at this point. The top goal scorer in Italy is CR7 with 20 goals. Lukaku is second with 18 goals in Italy.
That
Uh,
look
the,
good.
yeah, he's doing pretty well. The top four teams in Italy match day 26. In Italy, it's match day 26. And leaders Inter Milan versus fourth place Atalanta. That should
It's
be
a
a good
good
game.
game.
AC Milan is at Verona and Juve versus Lazio. And that's it for Italy. In France, France is a little bit tight up in France. They're, they're separated by a very close margin. Leo stays on top with 62 points. PSG is now in second at 60 points, 2 points behind the leaders. Lyon dropped into third with 59 points. Yeah, they were in second place. And Monaco remains in fourth with 55 points. The top scorer in France is Kylian Mbappe with 18 goals. Manfred Dafa is second with 14 goals. The top four teams match day 29. In France, it's match day 29. And in France, nobody has a game in hand. Everybody is on the same, have played the same amount of games. Lille versus Monaco, PSG versus Nantes, and Lyon versus Reims.
That's
Uh,
good games.
the next day, the next match day 29 in France starts on March 10th, though. There's no league games this weekend in France. In Germany, the league leaders in Germany
Man,
continues to be
Well,
the
let
man's
me guess.
excited in Germany.
the league leaders in Germany continue to be Bayern Munich. Maybe
Surprise,
that's
surprise.
I'm not excited for that, but it's they're always on top. And they Bayern Munich have 52 points. Bayern won three, lost one, drew one of the last 5 games. RB Leipzig is second with 50 points, and they have won the last 5 games straight. Wolfsburg is sitting in third with 45 points. Eintracht Frankfurt remains in fourth with 42 points. The top scorer in Germany is Robert Lewandowski with 28 points.
Yeah, of course.
Andre
28
Silva,
goals.
Yeah, he's like
and
way above everybody in
yeah,
Europe, though.
Andre Silva of Eintracht Frankfurt is second with 19 goals. So there's a big
Wow.
difference there. We just know that Lewandowski is going to win the goal race over there. The top four teams in Germany in match day 24. Germany is match day 24. No team in Germany have game in hand. So Bayern Munich is at Borussia Dortmund. That is another
Oh,
good fixture
okay.
to watch this weekend.
All right.
What day? Sunday or Saturday?
I think this game is on Sunday at about 11:30. Freiburg is at RB Leipzig, and Hoffenheim is at Wolfsburg, and Eintracht Frankfurt versus VfB Stuttgart. And that's it for Germany. Just a quick note here: the top leading scorers in Europe: Raul Lewandowski with 28 goals, that's Germany; CR7 with 20 goals, that's Italy; Lionel Messi with 19 goals in Spain, and Kylian Mbappe with 18 goals in France; Mo Salah with 17 goals in England. And that is a quick look of the Europe other top four leagues.
Thank you, Mr. Drinko. Thank
Dun,
you.
dun,
We
dun,
really
dun, dun,
appreciate
dun,
that.
dun,
That was some fantastic.
in
You see how
Germany.
You
see
like
how-
that, huh?
that game you're talking about is actually tomorrow at 12:30 with Bayern Dortmund.
Brian Dortmund, okay.
It's on ABC, regular ABC if you want to catch it.
A big game. So
Yeah, regular ABC. So to
On
12:30.
oh yeah, because ABC is part of ESPN, and ESPN carries the German
Yeah.
league now.
So if you don't feel like watching Aston Villa and Wolves at 12:30, you can jump on that.
Yeah, I think I'll watch that game because I guess Tyrone know that somewhere down in my little corner.
Hey, tell the people your own thing. Don't say Tyrone. No.
Somewhere down in my little corner, I'm a sympathizer of Borussia Dortmund. So.
See?
I used to like them too. I've always dreamed of going to the stadium. It's one of the biggest stadium in Europe. But
Yeah,
if you, look at it, you won't know.
And when they have fans there, the fans are actually on top of the players because
Yeah.
the stadium kind of keys in like this.
Yeah, it's one. It's really.
Yeah,
really nice.
the fans are ridiculously nice, man. They're good out there.
All right. Well, we're gonna. This is one of my favorite part of the show. We're gonna do the predictions for the Premier League and the Champions League. I just want to do predictions for the Champions League this weekend. So let's start off with the Champions League.
So the prediction king now is Al, right?
For
Yeah.
one
So
week,
he
I
said,
did.
nobody tracked that score, so we take his word for
Yeah.
it. We take his word for it.
I can tell you, I called City and Man United game as a 0-0 draw. And I called the Arsenal game 3-1, and y'all laughed
Yeah,
at me.
that I was. Yeah, but remember I
But
said
you
that in
always
the
call
chat.
Arsenal to win it. I don't
But
see
I
No,
called
anybody.
the
but
score
that
3-1.
was impressive though. That 3-1 that Al called.
Yeah,
Me and
and
Tara were laughing at him when he called that 3-1.
and then the City game, I said 0-0, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't see nobody scoring that game.
The City and
The two Manchester people.
have they played that year, or was it? Were you talking
Hold on, there was
about
another
the
game. Hold on,
that?
let me
No,
look
that
at
was you
it.
talking about the United and Chelsea game.
No,
Zero
that's
zero.
the Chelsea and yeah,
Because
United game. You're right,
City and United playing this weekend coming.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
I'm
playing
moving.
on
I'm moving
Sunday.
time too fast.
Yeah, I think you already show your hand for that one. You better give us
So,
your
so no, no,
prediction.
nobody
No.
tracked the results last week.
Yeah, and I wasn't there, so I probably would have gotten everything right, but that's
Wrong
another
as
story.
usual. You don't get anything
All right,
right.
let's start with it. Let's start with the Champions League predictions for this coming round, for this coming week. We got Juventus at home to Porto. Um, Porto is leading on aggregate, I think 2-1. Yep, Porto is leading on aggregate.
Yeah.
Ty, what's your prediction?
Is it Porto leading on aggregate?
2-1. Yeah. Remember, Juve
Oh, yeah,
lost the
I
last game
remember, I
away.
remember.
Yeah, Juve lost that game.
They
And
lost
they were
their
even lucky to
way.
get a goal.
They got it. So Juve got an away goal.
Yeah, they got an away goal, but they down. They need to
They're down
score
2-1.
to go through. Yeah, and they got
They need
CR7.
they need one goal. Yeah, I get. Give me Juve 2-1.
Drinko?
Hey, I don't see Porto slipping on the 2-1 lead though. So I think that game is a draw 1-1.
Ah,
I think Porto's gonna go through. I'm looking at a 1-0 for Porto.
I don't see how you can see that, but I'm gonna go with Juventus and CR7 2-1.
CR7 haven't been doing it recently, man.
2 out of 7. Well, the man's the leading scorer in his league. He said he hasn't been
We're
doing it
talking about
recently.
Champions League, my man. We ain't talking about our grandfather.
But he's also one of the. I don't know I actually don't know who the top scorer in the Champions League is, but if you look there, I'm sure he's in the top. Anyway,
But everybody had a peak. Don't downplay our picks. That's what we got.
all right. Okay, let's go back to Dortmund. Dortmund versus Seville. Dortmund is leading on aggregate 3-2. Tie.
Yeah, Sevilla messed up that game. Give me Dortmund to win the game 2-1.
Al.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dortmund. I think it's gonna be a half a game. I'm going with a 1-0 win for Dortmund.
Drinko.
Yeah, Seville being on a slip and slide lately. I think they lost in the Copa del Rey semifinals to Barca.
3-0 to Barca.
Yeah, and they lost I think their previous game too. I think Dortmund wins this game 2-1.
I'm going with Dortmund 1-0. With Hagland scoring. The game of the round, PSG at home. Maybe Neymar will be back. He's fighting to make the grade. Neymar and PSG against Barcelona. Drinko.
PSG is at home. I don't see Barcelona repeating that comeback from the.
Was it 4-1?
From it was a 4-1, and they ended up scoring 6 goals at home or something like that. But yeah, I don't see them coming back. I think PSG wins the game 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going with PSG on this one. It's just I can't. Barca's not playing that well for me to say they're gonna do something. No miracles happening here. So 2-0.
Ty.
Go with PSG 3-0.
Yeah, I want to PSG 2-3-1. Messi might do something and we'll go there. Liverpool at home to RB Leipzig. Liverpool is leading this 2-0 aggregate and they're playing at home. As terrible as they are, Ty, who you got?
I don't know. RB Leipzig can struggle a little bit in Europe. They play well in the league, but when they get to Europe knockout rounds, they always struggle with, especially with English teams.
Well, Anfield now is a really wild whole house, so everybody eats
That's in the
eating
Premier
something
League,
there.
not in the European League.
Well, it's still Anfield.
Man, I'm going Liverpool. Liverpool will win the game 2-1.
And then it will be out. Oh, okay. Then they will
No, Liverpool will win the game 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool win.
Liverpool win this game 2-0.
Drinko.
Liverpool wins 2-1.
Yeah, I'll go Liverpool to 1-0. On Tuesday again, we have Real Madrid versus. No, you know what? I don't need to. We don't need to do that. We just do the one for this week.
Yeah,
We'll
because
deal
that's
with that one.
yeah.
That's 2 weeks
right.
from. That's 2
Yeah.
weeks from now. We don't need to do it. So let's go to our Premier League predictions. Premier League prediction. First thing tomorrow morning, Arsenal away at Burnley. I'm maybe I will pick. Maybe I will pick Burnley today.
You're dreaming. No. I think it's gonna be this is a revenge game for us. So I'm looking at a victory for Arsenal. I'm looking at a 2-0 victory for Arsenal.
You think William and Pepe will start?
Arteta Saka is coming back, so somebody's gonna be on the bench, and I'm thinking William will be on the bench to come in later on, and but I think Pepe and Saka will start.
I'm sorry I asked. I was just looking.
I know you get mad. How you messing with it, man?
No, but you know me, I got my thing on lock.
What about you, Ty? What's your score prediction?
Arsenal win again, 2-1.
Drinko.
Yeah, I know. Even if Arsenal is playing City, I would choose Arsenal. So we gotta just understand that. Well, but Gunners are starting to look good. So I think Arsenal wins 2-0.
I'm going with the Gunners 2-1. The next game is Sheffield United at home to Southampton. Drinko.
Both teams are in poor form, though. I think they're gonna maybe scrabble and draw 1-1.
Al?
I'm going with Southampton.
You got a score in line?
In
Southampton,
like
I thought you were going on vacation.
I mean, it's 1-0. They both struggling by 1-0.
So,
give me Sheffield 1-0.
I'm going with a 0-0. I don't think anybody's scoring. Aston Villa. This is a good game. Tomorrow midday. Aston Villa at Wolves. No, Aston Villa at home to Wolves. Ty, who you got?
Well, make it a good game.
A few weeks ago, they were kind of exciting to watch. Right now,
is Jack Grealish back, or he's still hurt?
No, he's still
injured.
So I give me Wolves 1-0.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with Villa. 1-0 to Villa.
Drinko?
Wolves win the game 2-1.
I'm going with Villa 2-1 to Villa. Next game.
Somebody to mark these scores next week so we can see what's up here. We're getting a lot of contrasting scores, so
yeah,
we gotta calculate it.
We got Brighton at home to Leicester. Ty, who you going with?
Give me Brighton 1-0.
Damn,
that's very
you really putting it on the down for Leicester.
Wow.
Brighton at home to Leicester.
I'm gonna go with Leicester. I mean, regardless of the form, I don't think Brighton doing it here. Give me a 2-1, Leicester.
Drinko?
Yeah, I think Leicester needs to bounce back though. Leicester win 2-0.
With who though?
Call your score, please.
I'm going 1-1, Brighton and Leicester. This is a terrible game. West Brom at home to Newcastle. Ty.
That's
a very
0-0.
I'm actually going to watch that game. It's going to be good.
0-0.
I want to see Maxima healthy.
He got hurt in the last game. He got hurt in the last game.
Damn, he just
almost getting hurt.
He went out limping. The way he plays.
He try to dribble everybody, huh?
I'll go with Newcastle 1-0.
What about you, Drinko?
It's hard to tell with these two teams, though. So,
I think West dice.
It's hard. I think West Brom is gonna win 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going on West Brom too. They've been doing something, and not much, but small thing.
Y'all been saying this stuff for a while now.
Okay. They won their last game though.
What last game they won?
What
They
last
just beat
game they
them. They
won?
just beat them 1-0.
No, they
Ever-
won. Then they
But they
won.
play
midweek.
they
No,
play well in
that's
that game.
one.
I
Yeah,
think
I didn't see the game with Spurs. I didn't
Spurs
watch
beat them
that.
1-0, but they play well in that game though.
I didn't watch that. All right. The next game is Liverpool at home to Fulham. And surely they must break the hoodoo tie.
Liverpool 2-1.
Al,
Liverpool 1-0.
Drinko.
Yeah, Liverpool season has really tanked, but I think Liverpool is gonna win this game 3-1.
Wow. I see them 2-0. 2-0 to Liverpool. The game of the weekend, Sunday at 11:30, the Manchester Derby. Ty, who you got?
Got City.
Score?
City winning 2-0.
Drenko?
City is in unbelievable form, but Man United is gonna upset them 2-1.
Oh, wow. Al?
Giga, I'm gonna go with Man City on this one. City's gonna beat them 2-0.
I have no idea what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna go 1-1. I went 1-1.
Swear, dude. Why do we keep you there?
He said that's
a
it.
team who
He
has
said-
only
he
won one
said
game
that's
in
it.
the last
That's
five
it.
and drew 4, and you guys trying to decide what they're gonna do against City.
The man said that's his favorite time of the show.
See what I'm saying? You just kind of just to shoot the shit, yo.
That's the fun part.
You're like,
You're talking
I don't know.
about
I don't know
Euro.
what happened. So I don't know what happened. So
I'm
1-1.
just throwing numbers out there.
My man, depending on who ref in that game, in crucial times, United is gonna win that game.
Oh, here comes my
Oh, it's gonna
conspiracy
go
brother.
Let's go to the next game. bro.
Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur at home to Crystal Palace, Drenko.
Oh, Spurs have returned to winning ways, right? They won the last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and they're
play
playing
playing
against.
good football too. They play
Yeah,
attacking ball, flying ball.
but you must notice now when
They're
they play
Bills,
when
They're
they're
they,
in
Bills
opposition.
when they play the lower teams, they play attacking football. They play
That's
expensive
true, that's
football.
true, that's
When
true.
they're playing the teams up in the upper part of the table, it's set back. But Spurs win the game 3-0.
I got the same score, 3-0.
Drenko,
Yeah, 2-0 Spurs.
Ty.
I had the same score as Drinko, 3-0.
Yeah, I'll go 3-1. I think Easy will score 1 goal if he's fit.
Y'all wishing.
Chelsea
wait,
on
wait.
Monday.
Boss, did you pick Crystal Palace?
No.
Yeah, what do you-
3-1.
Oh, wow.
I said 3-1.
Wow.
It meant nowhere to do his stuff.
No, I'm not going with Hudson boys
Wow.
this time. No Hudson
It's a
boys.
hot- it's a hot
Crystal
out there.
Palace nephew.
Chelsea on Monday at 3 p.m. to Everton. Everton beat you guys last time you met, right? It's payback time.
Yeah, won the BL 1-0 at in their home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like I like this fixture.
Yeah, it's
I don't
struggling with
like
this
it.
one.
I don't like it. But would be
I'm
Everton.
struggling.
Would be Everton 2-1.
I'm struggling with this one, but Chelsea look very balanced in my eyes. 1-0 Chelsea.
Drenko.
Both teams, I think, back to some form, some kind of winning ways, right? The game should be good, but I think Chelsea is going to win this game because it's going to be a tactical battle, and I think Chelsea is going to come on top 2-1.
So why you say
Didn't Everton lose the last 2 games? I don't know. You want to call that winning way?
No, they
No,
didn't.
Everton won. Everton
They
won.
won.
Everton been playing well. They've been playing
Yeah.
well.
Unlike
Very well.
Liverpool, Everton and Spurs have turned
Turn
somehow
that corner.
turned,
They
the
didn't
bad-
win
bad
convincingly the last
games.
time, but they won 1-0
Okay.
against Southampton, and they played someone else. And
Drinko,
at least-
you don't say anything about set pieces. So every time you call Everton game, and be like, as long as they don't get set pieces, you didn't say nothing today. Well, we can't score set pieces too.
well, I'm going 2-1
Got too many
with
shot players.
Chelsea until Tuchel lose. I'll keep picking him to win. So 2-1 to Chelsea. And this is an interesting one. West Ham at home Monday, same 3 p.m. West Ham at home to Leeds. Tie.
Wait, Chelsea playing at 3 also?
Chelsea playing at
Chelsea
1.
play at
West
1.
Ham is at 3.
So West Ham at Leeds?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. West Ham is at home.
No, I mean West Ham playing
Leeds
Leeds.
at home.
Yeah.
Leeds United,
Okay.
the great
Wow.
football in Leeds United, please.
West Ham would beat Leeds. 3-2. 3-2.
2-1 West Ham.
Before Leeds man come and break the
deadlock.
flow, let me just go my 1-0 to West Ham. What about you, Drinko?
Wow. I'm surprised at you guys, man. It's like you don't watch the games that
You're
Leeds United
surprised.
play.
Hey, we
I'm
just going with
surprised.
form. Your form is bad, man. What are you talking
No,
about?
our
Last
form
game
is
you
not.
won.
Our form is not bad.
Can you please
do
call the
league goals,
score?
but our form is not bad.
Can you please call the score?
I
Somehow
hope.
gotta
I
go
hope.
watch Coming to America.
I hope my great footballing Leeds United can turn things around. At least wins the game 3-1.
All right.
3-1 against
3-1.
West Ham.
3-1 away from home.
You know what the man trying to do right now? He's trying to do your reverse psychology like he did last week.
Yeah.
He's trying to
We
use
got-
it and see
we got
if it
one
work
more
for Leeds
game.
too.
Before we meet again on Wednesday, City is playing Southampton at home. So may as well predict that one here. I'm gonna go 3-0 to City. What about you, Ty?
Look at prediction.
He's feeling very confident about himself.
And Jerry just go off the cuff, bro. Yeah.
No, but Jerry,
3-1.
you got it right back. I go 3-1 to City.
3-0 City.
I said the same thing. You're great. I mean, you're all.
But you different, bro.
So they actually change your score. What about you, Drinko?
I'm not even confident in my pick now.
But watch what's coming next, bro. I think City gonna beat them 4-0.
That's not impossible.
It's possible, though.
It's yeah. I mean, it's Southampton away at City, so the floodgates might open. All right, we'll give it to Drinko to close out the show.
You go close out the show last week, man.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
okay. Well,
Give it the.
you want to do us the favor?
Yeah. Is thank you guys for joining us out there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Watch the shows, help support us so we can make this better. Your feedback will help us as well. And again, thank you on behalf of Bigscout, the moderator out there with the bad picks, my man Ty out there, and then my boy Dringo over there with reverse psychology. We want to say you have a happy weekend and enjoy the games this weekend.
Right.